Hello YouTube, Metro85 here with Team Airfare Gaming. Been a while since we've talked. My apologies, a lot of real life stuff came up, and honestly, I fell out of a lot of games. I was feeling after Nats, I felt pretty burnt out on Digimon. I took a break. I picked back up Yu-Gi-Oh. I actually got really into Yu-Gi-Oh. Been having a lot of success with that, but we're not here to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh today. Maybe later. Look forward for that. But right now, I want to talk about the deck that honestly has rekindled my love of Digimon, and that is the EX4 Shine Greymon deck. Now, I came into Digimon, and my first competitive deck, my first regionals top, was Rapidmon. That Rapidmon Yellow Hybrid deck, and oh boy, does this I'm the old man in Ratatouille because this brings back those core memories. This deck, it's so good. And this is honestly it's my personal spice for it. So let's go over it. So starting off pretty basic, you got the two new Agus, both as a four of. The first one, if you're not aware, it's our searcher, finds Marcus and Greymans. Second one here, whenever you have a red or yellow tamer start a main phase, gains a memory. Pairs really well with Cody, gains two memories and start a turn. Two memories, weird way to phrase it, but we're gonna get too late now. We did it. Uh, this one's also got the inherited of minus 2k. This one's got the inherited of whenever a tamer's tapped, you draw a card. Also really good with Cody. I'm going to be singing Cody's praises a lot this deck profile. This might be the greatest card in the deck, in my opinion. Got the BT2 Agumon. I think people are starting to realize that this one's really good because the alt arts got bought out recently. But very simple. When attacking, if you have three or more yellow tamers, draw a card. Unfortunately, he only evolves on yellow, but he is a dinosaur. So we are playing the yellow Koromon egg. I don't think it's that bad. You do lose draws sometimes, but I'll be honest, sometimes I'm almost decking out due to the new Geo Gray and Agumon, so I think that it's actually pretty good. The new Agumon we already went over, and then we got two of our boy here, Armadillomon. On play, reveal top four, add a two-color yellow card. That is almost every card in the deck. So a lot of hits. Just rounds it out. Next, we got our champions. We got that new Geo Gray. So same thing, yellow or red tamer, gain a memory, and then whenever a yellow or red tamer becomes tapped, draw a card. Evolves for two on Aguman, who is a dinosaur. And we've got the Geo Gray from BT12. Plays that Marcus Dayman when it's free. I say a lot of the names funny. I like calling him Marcus Dayman like it's always sunny. I like calling them Aguman and Greyman. I just think it makes it funnier. So we got those. We got, because our deck plays a lot of tamers, we got those two Kazes, helps go for game. Combined with Marcus, sometimes makes some funny plays. We kind of just push tamers forward. And honestly, you don't always have the Agumon, especially in a format where people are trading removal. There's a lot of stuns and bounces and stuff. It's just good to have the Kaze to try to close out, or to build up if you missed on rookie. Moving on to the fives. We've got the one of Rise Greymon, fits two really good rules in this deck, one of which plays Marcus's and Cody's for free. It sets up good two tamer plays with the Rise X antibody, and also if you have three or more yellow tamers in play, security attack +1 just gives us a little bit of aggro when it's needed. Unfortunately, that 3 evolution cost kind of kicks him out of any real bigger numbers. Unfortunately, I would love to play more of him, but he's just not good enough for it. We've got I'm going to do the rises first. We've got the new BT12 Rise Greymon. Basically evolves for 2 thanks to that gain 1 on Evo, and then whenever one of your tamers is deleted, puts Marcus from trash back on top of security stack face down. Same thing on inherited. And then we've got Rise Greymon X antibody. I love this card in this deck. He plays TK for free. He plays Cody for free. He plays Marcus for free. And then he also kills one of your opponent's Digimon for free. He gets a lot of value. It is for 1, but I just mean it's on the house. I'm content to pay 1 for a draw and a tamer. But he also kills one of your opponent's dudes on the house. What a great guy. Honestly, I actually find a lot of early turns too, I'm just going aggro. Because of the +1 for each tamer in play. Sometimes he just slaps. Sometimes you're swinging like 11k at security on like turn 2, and it depending on like what your rise turn looked like if you turn 1 set up like this Agumon and a TK, and they like, I don't know, they pass you on 4, you're promoting, you're pushing to 5. You could go into like Geo Rise, end of this, kill a guy, and then the next turn you could be swinging already for like 10k 2 checks. Like it's definitely not small. But yeah, and then we got our 6s. So 6s, I really like this line. We got 3 of the new Shine. So new Shrine, for anyone who doesn't know, for each red and yellow tamer in play, one of your opponent's Digimon, and all of their security Digimon get minus 3k for the turn, and all your Marcus Daymans get plus 3k in security attack plus 1. Very good, helps build aggro, helps make that security weaker, get those checks in, kills a dude, all very good stuff. And then we have 1 of BT2 Shine Greymon, which, the reason I'm playing 1 of this is because if you open hands, like sometimes you get weird hands where you have 2 Marcus, stuff like that. What you can do with this Shine is like, say you have 2 Marcus, hypothetically. So you promote a Marcus, only 1 of them, and you swing that Marcus. He then lets you evolve into this Shine Grey for free. Get the big suspend all the tamers, kill some dudes effect. Then, because you tapped the other Marcus with that effect, you can evolve straight into Ruin Mode for free. And then, because of that, you can actually get both of Ruin Mode's effects stacking on the same turn. Like, you can evolve for free, swing, and pop them right away to give your opponent that neg 10k on their turn. It's going to prevent all on plays. It's going to really just stun a whole turn, make them lose a bunch of on digivolving effects. And then it's going to hatch you a new egg, and you've only spent 1 memory so far. And you've probably drew like 7 cards, depending on your Geo Gray and Agumon situation. I just found that he is not consistent enough at his 4 evolution cost to play at more than 1. I would maybe go to 2, but I genuinely don't know what I would cut to play a second one. Maybe the old Rise Gray, but I wouldn't really want to do that. I think he's fine as a 1 of right now for this format, and I think sometimes it's fun and you get the combo off, and other times he is the Greymon that kills rookies, hopefully. And then the man of the hour, the big Ruin Mode. So what he does here, on Digivolve, on deletion, until the end of your opponent's turn, all of their Digimon get minus 5k. Now, quick little ruling check. If, say, your opponent's got negative 5k and they play an Agumon who only has 2k, well, they don't get this on play. That Digimon has died at checkup before its on play is activated. It can no longer do it because it's not in the correct zone. Good things to keep in mind. I think this card is very powerful, and then on end of attack, he takes out himself and one of your opponent's Digimon. If they had something that didn't die to the -5 plus minus from Shine or what have you, you also get to recover 1, and if you have no egg, you get an egg. So this card, very strong, feels amazing. Every time you play it, it just feels like winning the game. And it should, because it's winning the game. Next, we got Heaven's Judgment. Heaven's Judgment's sick. On average, we're always going to have 3 colors. Sometimes 4 in like Magical Christmas Land if we also have a Ruin mode. But it always does like 6k to start with. Then it's going to do 6k for yellow. It's going to do 6k for red. So we've got 18k minus to spread out for a 7 mana or 7 memory option card. Really good. And then, again, if you ever have Magical Christmas Land, it's even more. So I'm a big fan. I think we have a lot of removal, and I honestly think we're more of a tempo and an aggro deck, as funny as it sounds. So I didn't want to go super hard on the option cards. There is possibly room to play like stuff like Sunrise Buster, but it just didn't look as appealing to me as just playing the dudes that play Tamers. But yeah, I'm just thinking about it now if I would want to fit in Sunrise Buster, but I genuinely, after doing constant practice hands, playing a bunch of games, I cannot think of a single cut I would make for Sunrise Buster. I'm a huge fan of this list right now. But yeah, there's the 2 Heavens. And then we've got our 2 TKs. Gets pieces out of security. He's our memory setter. I don't actually like playing the memory setter Marcus, because I would rather play the TK, get a bunch of value out of it. Because sometimes you're just missing a piece. It gives you knowledge of your security. It lets you know like what you're missing. It lets you get Marcus's out of there if they're all stuck in there. Stuff like that. Big fan of the TK. Also, I didn't like Memory Setter Marcus because then if you have Memory Setter Marcus, it's harder. Like I really like if I have an Agumon and raising, promoting it, gaining the memory, making Marcus a man, punching them with Marcus, and then evolving into Gray to put it back. Like if I have another one in hand, kind of thing. But you just can't do if your memory setter is Marcus and not TK because you just always have Marcus in play. But yeah, big fan of being able to play TKs in this deck. Marcus, obviously our main man, Dayman, fighter of Marcus Nightman. We have his big ability. He, for the low cost of 1 memory, becomes a man, gets to punch people in the face. So he becomes a 3k Digimon, also still treated as a tamer, which is important. And then whenever this tamer becomes suspended, you can Digivolve one of into a yellow card with Greymon in its name without paying the cost. Insane ability. And then one of my favorite cards in the entire card game, we've got Cody. At start of main phase, you got a yellow Digimon, you gain a memory. Whenever your Digimon with 2 or more colors attacks, you can suspend this tamer to give one of your opponent's Digimon minus 2k. So, what this does for the deck, you now have a tamer that, realistically, outside of specifically this Rise Gray or this Shine Gray, no matter what you attack with, including Marcus, you can tap this to gain effects, which Marcus, it didn't always come up, but it did very occasionally. However, you've got Geogray and Agumon that each give -2 whenever a tamer is suspended. And you've got Koromon, which does the same thing. So right away, if you had a Koromon, Agumon, Greymon chain, this is a -5k. Cody's a -2k, so that's 7k minus. That will kill basically, like for meta relevancy, basically any ultimate, which is huge. Combine that with a Rise Gray activation, like Rise Gray, neg something, and then use Koromon, Greymon, and Agumon to clean up the board with Cody. Like, there's so much potential for this card in this deck. It feels so good, and it really invokes that feeling of Rapidmon, where you're setting up, like, 2 to 3 KOs in a turn, and then you just go to declare your attacks, you tap some Codys, and watch the board explode. On average, I ended my games with 2 or 3 Codys in play, and then basically every turn I was starting on, like, 6 mana. 6 memory. I'm sorry, I use mana and memory interchangeably. I started playing Magic forever ago. But yeah, that is the deck. I also have a Blue Flare list that I am also testing, but I haven't done enough testing with that one yet. And based on how much fun I'm having with Shine, Blue Flare would have to knock, like, just absolutely blow me away. I was going to say knock my socks off, but that sounded lame. But here we are saying it again. We're running it back, knocking our socks off. But yeah, this is more than likely what I'm going to be playing for regionals on July 15th, the webcam regionals. I also am playing in the one on the 29th, and my joke has continued to be if I do poorly, if I do well on the 15th for the 29th, I'm going to play Royal Knights from BT13 and just unga bunga, and play big dudes and have fun. But this deck, really fun. I'm not as big of a fan of the way that it plays next set. I actually think this version of the deck is more fun mechanically. Next set, it's obviously better, but I do think this version is a lot more fun, personally. Sadly, Ruin modes are a little expensive. I sniped mine on day 1 from my locals by doing a bunch of trade-in of some other high-rarity stuff. Got rid of... Thankfully, Bandai did me a service, and it let me know that I should sell my Bloomlord alt arts and my Hydramon alt arts, because they were going to be putting some bullets in the back of its head. Same with my boy Grandis. Rest in peace, my large bug. But yeah, that's the deck. Comment below, let me know what you think. If you guys want to see the Blue Flare list, comment that as well. Or just comment and tell me what you're having fun playing this format, or what you're looking forward to. Honestly, I'm just happy to be having fun playing Digimon again. Yeah. Have a good day. And remember to like and subscribe if you want. If you want to check out any of our cool merch, I know there's some new stuff added that I'm actually a pretty big fan of. Check out the Shopify link in the description. And thank you for watching.